I've been asked how we can introduce roof lights into a roof that we have here, and to illustrate the little exercise, I've got something that could be an existing building, maybe little lean-to extension on the side of it here, and then our roof. That's actually a roof slab, because roof slabs are the ones that we can punch holes through. If you've actually got a roof, then no problem, you can just select it, right click, and you'll notice on the right click context sensitive menu there's one for roofs there, which you can just convert it to a roof slab to give you the new object, deleting the roof itself. So we have our roof, and we want to introduce the windows. Now, windows, as we'll see here, so we've got the same sort of thing as when we create our windows. So if we go to the build tools and window, we can create a window. So in this case, we're going to do a 900 by 600 window, and we're going to put it in by the center. We can just drop that down here with no wall. We get the option of creating it as a window not linked to any wall, but windows are either connected to walls, so anchored within them, or they can be unanchored, in which case we're free to place them around. But we do have a window which is there, which we'll need to just locate. But more of that in just a second or two. We'll go to our top view because we want to locate them. So first of all, we're going to use a construction line, so we can just go to the geometry section here, so the geometry lines, and we'll say 600 millimeters from the inside face there. Spacebar will give us the same command again, so we can go 900 millimeters. And I could put in the 900 millimeters back here, but of course we're dealing with an inclined plane, and we want the true 900 millimeters rather than 900 millimeters then projected onto an inclined plane. So we're just going to go back here, and we'll set them out so 600 millimeters wide, and we have our building. We can just rotate that around, and we see it there, or we could use the little views there from our 3D views. What we want to do now is project up onto that plane. So simple way to do that is go to the draw tools, and we want a construction line in Z. So it doesn't form one of the standard tools on the menu here, but we do have access to them quickly and easily from the top menu. So construction line in Z. We can choose our snap mode, maybe construction intersection, just to drop those down there. And then having done that, we can use the 3D snaps to project. This one in particular here, we're going to use the project line or construction line onto the UCS. So as it suggests, we need to rotate our UCS onto the plane of the roof that we have here. So we'll just abort putting down the construction line. We don't need any more of those. And then the UCS tools we'll find under the Manage section. So UCS, we could use the UCS from object, from the plane of an object, but I'm going to use the 3 points just to keep it nice and consistent. And we'll use the end point here, so we're just going to drop in across the edge of our roof there, and then into the plane of the roof. So there we are, we have the X, the Y in the plane of the roof, and the Z projecting out perpendicular to it. So having done that, we can use the 3D snap tools here, and if you haven't got them incidentally, you can gain them from the view menu. And I've just made those icons bigger when going to the custom. So customize, you can actually just make any particular menu, use small or large, or just text on there. So we've just got those as larger ones just for the purpose of the demonstration. So I can now choose normal XY construction, and we're going to project onto this line onto the UCS. So I can choose the project line. It asks us to indicate the line, so I just move that up a little bit so you can see. I can pick that one, and you see it's projected up there. Same again here, same again here, and same again here. So that's generated a point on the underside of the roof, because that's the plane that we picked. We can now do parallel offset, so we'll do that at 900 millimeters. That's offset from there. Because we're working in the plane of the roof, we get our offset. And we can now go to the draw tools, and then down to the floor stairs and railings, and we can actually create a hole in that slab. So we can pick on the slab from point, choose auto snap in this case with a right click, and then just drop that in there, option end, and the same again there, right click, option end. Okay, so we've created the spaces where we want the windows to be, and as I say, windows are linked either to walls or unanchored, so we need to just locate them manually here. So we'll delete the construction lines, and when we go back to our window, we notice that we need to rotate it as well. Now, so we'll copy that to the clipboard. We'll just pop our UCS back to world, so we can select our window, we can right click, go to the clipboard tools, copy it to the clipboard. Of course, you can use the Control C and Control V and Control X's, the hotkeys. So we've now got the origin on the face of our window there. We'll go back to our model. We'll go back to Manage UCS Tools, the one that we've used before, the 3 points. And we'll just pick along the window. That's the Y direction. So the Z plane, the Z direction is now in the plane of the roof. When we right click, we can paste from the clipboard, and we can just drop our window into its required location. And in fact, having done that, we could just paste it from the clipboard again, and we've got our second window too. So there we are. Very quick, very easy. A nice simple way of getting roof lights into our roof. And of course, in order to carry on modelling, it's probably best to drop the UCS back to world so that we don't carry on dropping objects in relation to that roof, but rather the model itself. Discover many more Caddie tutorial videos on the Caddie software channel on YouTube, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter for frequent news and updates. And why not download your own evaluation copy and try out Caddie for yourself? And whilst you're evaluating, you can get free help and advice via the live support on the website or through the numbers given on screen.